All right, welcome back, everybody. Time for today's Tech Check, and we look at the battle over AI with Deirdre Bosa, who joins us now. Hi, Deirdre.
Tyler, it's been kind of fun, hasn't it, to see the tech titans trade shots back and forth with billions of dollars at stake. Our audience, they might remember that back when Microsoft first showcased ChatGPT, Satya Nadella said he wanted to make Google, quote, dance. Ever since, we've seen a feistier, more aggressive Google on the generative AI front. The company has now published a scientific paper that seems to fire back, letting Nadella and Nvidia, another giant in the space, know that not only are they dancing, but they don't even need a partner here. The paper says essentially that its supercomputer is faster and more efficient than comparable systems from Nvidia. And that matters because the chips at the compute level is what drives the products like ChatGPT and Bard. Large language models, they are becoming so big, guys, that they cannot be stored on a single chip. So they have to be split across thousands of chips, which then have to work together, creating a supercomputer. So Google here is saying that its in-house chip, it's known as the Tensor Processing Unit, or TPU, is being used now for 90% of its work on AI training. And Google says it can be strung together to create better generative AI than comparable systems from Nvidia. Now, the context here is that more big tech is designing their own chips, like Apple and its M1 series that displaced Intel. There's also Amazon's custom computing chips for data centers aimed at lowering costs for its customers. And guys, this is likely just the start of the AI battle at the chip or the compute level that will drive these consumer-facing products. At this stage, though, Wall Street, it's worth noting, is somewhat skeptical that Google is going to displace Nvidia anytime soon. Several analysts noting that Google compared its system to a less advanced version of Nvidia's, and Mizuho called that initial stock movement that saw Nvidia shares down an overreaction. Certainly looks that way since they're back in positive territory. There is, though, however, that longer-term risk to Nvidia's now incredibly high valuation, that more of big tech shifts to their own custom chips. For other chip makers as well, that is a threat, and the winner there would be ARM.
Let me ask something that's maybe a little bit tangential to what you've just been talking about, but I'm curious. You say that Google has its own chip. They manufacture this chip. Where do they do it? Do they manufacture it in their own fab places or what?
So they designed the chip with the help of ARM. ARM is the chip company that is owned by SoftBank that is expected to IPO in the next year. And then those chips are typically made by one of the big manufacturers like TSMC. But the importance here is that they are designing it and displacing some of the chip makers that we know very well, like Intel and Qualcomm and others in the future, plausibly, because they're bringing it in-house, and that helps save costs for them and their customers.
I mean, you've set this up in sort of like a sharks versus jets kind of way, Deirdre. But in reality, I mean, look at Intel. They've already seen what can happen when you've got a tech giant saying, hey, we can do this ourselves and we can do it better and we can do it more cheaply. So what should Nvidia be reading into this?
Exactly. And we should really note that Intel and Nvidia are in very, 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 very different positions. I mean, Intel has had problems for decades, and Nvidia is seen as really the giant in this space, the leader at the compute level for artificial intelligence. Nobody, Google included, is going to be challenging that anytime soon. But it is sort of that longer-term case that there could be less reliance. And there's even some doubt over that Google chip and what it can or cannot do. So some cold water thrown on that paper, but it really just underlines the fact that this battle in AI is taking place at the top of the stack for consumers and at the bottom of the chip level. And there's going to be so many more iterations of this in the years to come because we're still at such early stages.
All right, Deirdre, thank you very much. Deirdre Bosa reporting from San Francisco for us. Great to see you.